Let's see if this is going to work this time, hey? Oh my goodness. Let's refresh my phone a second. Alright, that looks fine at the moment. Sorry about that, guys. God, internet's a pain in the bum today. It was playing up a little bit yesterday as well, so. Alright. Hello again.
Hello again.
Alright, hopefully it's going to stay this time. Oh, I don't know. Leaking internet's a pain in the bum. Anyway, where were we? Yeah, so we're obviously clean fill from the Gold Masters. Got the landfill, and obviously it will just pay out on the hour. Okay. Obviously, you can drop your trash in there as well if you wanted to from your houses, or get that distributed straight to it. And obviously, with the trash, you will get methane back. So cool. Thanks, guys, for sticking around. By the way,
Or as we say here, methane.
methane, methane, whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all the same. Heck.
That's one thing. It's not methane.
I call it methane.
I know you do.
Methane, methane, it's all the same stuff. It's a gas that stinks. I don't know.
I like the smell.
Anyway, back to the show. But yeah, obviously, if you guys are having any trouble with anything on the map, the best place to get them sorted out is during people's streams. It's like Dave's stream, Boomers, myself, X-Man, or any of the guys. And oh, thank you very much for the epic archer there, buddy. Much appreciated. Cool. But yeah, Stream Raiders is still running. If anybody still wants to join in, it's !Raiders in chat. Let's get you reconnected. Come on, there we go. Cool. Got my little buttons back as well. Cool. One thing I was kind of thinking for anybody just starting out, obviously if you haven't got to the point where you need the government building, is obviously you got the tier 1 production stuff like the smelter, the flour factory, the oven and stuff like that. What you could possibly do, now I've not tried it myself, is to actually put one of the racks, so one of these guys, actually on the trigger where it spawns out, and you could actually just drop the product in and basically expand the capacity. I need to put them back in. Let's see if I can pick that up. I can. So maybe that's an idea for you guys. And obviously with the silos the way they're working at the minute, I would suggest maybe putting one on the trigger for the input with like your grains and such in. But that might cause a few issues. But say for instance if you had an auger wagon, you could have like the pipe loading over the trigger and do it that way to save you having to go back and forth all the time. You can actually have one set up for each of the different bread types, say for instance on like the oven. So maybe that's maybe a little tip for you guys, help you out to start off with, rather than having to constantly run back and forward to the oven or wherever. There we go. Oh, stop. Oh, I really need to go through the brakes on this thing. That is ridiculous. And Aussie Kanga, thank you very much for that epic ancient archer. That's cheating way. But yeah, it'd be nice to see if it actually works. And obviously, I know that Mr. Dave did do that with one of the oh, what was it? Heck, I can't remember now. But he's got one of them overlapping the trigger, so I'd imagine if you get maybe one spawn out first to see where they're spawning, and then just place it down over where that pallet spawns. That'd be kind of a nice idea. And yeah, it's not cheating really, it's just being resourceful. But that's kind of like how the silo extension should work, really. Where it actually put something nearby and it actually expands the capacity. So there you go. Just maybe a little something for you guys to think about. Maybe play around with. Obviously, if it does work, let me know. There you go. Because I'm forever forgetting things. I might even do that at some point as a test and see if they actually will work. Yes, I know Streamcap. Oh, is that still playing up a little bit? I don't know. We shall see. Just keeping an eye on the speeds at the minute on my internet. It's usually a lot higher than it was earlier. So we just need a little bit of an empty. Oh, yep. I am definitely going to have to go through and try and tweak these brakes a little bit, because that is just ridiculous, as Scurvy likes to say. But thankfully we're only on for a couple of hours today, and then we'll be going off to, like I mentioned, see what Mr. Dajnet's up to. Probably a little bit of playing
Nothing.
today.
Yeah,
Just
right.
relaxing after yesterday's debacle and stuff. Kind of stressful, really, all this stuff.
Times it
Where are you?
can be.
And obviously I've got a factory to get finished off for you guys. Blogs. And you can just go down here for the minute. There we go. Clean fill at the minute is just really a sell product, Mr. Mouse. I'm trying to think
Goes
what
to the
was.
landfill.
Yeah, for the landfill, obviously, but I was kind of thinking what we were using it in 19 for, if anything.
We put it into the gravel at the concrete factory at one point.
Yeah. Yeah, so obviously at the minute it's just a sell point product. So I've got my landfill right next to my government building. That's kind of what I think of the government at the minute, really. But hey, Georgia Assassin, how you doing? I do it on my chickens. Ah, okay, yeah, exactly. There you go. Obviously, that'll give you guys a little more time to build up your money, so you can actually get in, get the government building, everything up and running smoothly. And obviously, with these bigger buildings coming out, you will need workers, lots of electricity running, stuff like that. So I definitely recommend getting at least the government building and the power and all that up and running. There we go. So let's get that nice little bit out of there. Yeah, how you doing, Georgia, today?
Yeah. Hello, Georgia.
What's Michael sending me now? I don't know what happened. Really, Michael, you're not paying attention. Yeah, so I had a little power blimp, not power, internet blimp for anyone who didn't realise. Hence why I had to go offline for just a few minutes there. But so far, it seems fairly steady. Not seeing any issues yet. So. Feeling a bit rough today, but I can't let it keep me down. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Oh, come on. Yeah, it might be a nice idea. Maybe to look at a future building, for example. Maybe where we can actually use some of the clean fill. Not sure yet. We'll see. We shall see. There we go. That's fine. I still need to get around at some point and do my vineyards. Oh, I've been putting them off and putting them off and putting them off, and kind of at that point where I'm kind of bored of them. I still enjoy doing them with times, right? You're empty, weren't you? But I think you have to be in the right frame
And
of
yours
mind.
are small.
I know, it's terrible. It don't take me like half an hour to an hour to do. I know, it's terrible. Yeah, not too bad, thanks,
I
Georgia.
don't know.
Be back later, so... Alright, Mr. Mouse, I'll catch you later, mate. There we go. There we go. Oh, out of curiosity, did T. Miller figure out the peanut factory trailer issue that he was having?
I have no idea.
Ah, okay.
At the time, I really wasn't paying.
Yeah. And how you doing, Washington farmer? Just get this dropped off a sec. Stop. Grapes. Did that you were having issues with input bindings? Yeah, well, me personally, when I updated the universal upload script, all my key bindings were basically deleted. But what you can actually try and do is go to Documents, My Games, Farming Simulator 2022, and in that folder, there's an input bindings document. What you can try and do is actually delete that and see if it resets them and brings them back. One thing you could actually try and do as well is deactivate the mods initially, save it when you're in game, then come back out and then re-add them and see if that works. Obviously, once you've got them back, what you could always do is make a copy of that actually particular document, and then maybe save it on your desktops or one of your folders on your computer. And obviously, if that ever happens again, you can just switch them out. Alright, so I don't think I need anything else from down here at the moment, so I can get this parked up now. Yeah, no worries, buddy. No worries. One thing I do need actually at some point is to get some canola oil down here. But I don't think I've got any running yet. I'll have to have a look. I think it was sunflower I did the last time, or corn. So there's that for now. But yeah, this entire area, I'm kind of thinking of removing a few more trees, to make way for some more of these placeables that's coming. So I've got Frito-Lay, we've got glass there. Let me just have a little look down from above, because I've got a few ideas. Yeah, I think I might be able to get maybe one or two more in this little area. Depending on the size of the factories, really. I was hoping to actually get planters down, and obviously that is a fair size factory. Let's have a little look actually, because obviously I do have a field with peanuts growing at the moment. So I could literally put it straight in and get it up and running. If I can find it. Did I just go past it? PPP. Let me see. There it is. Heck. Yeah, so I could probably easily get that down in this corner. That wouldn't be too bad. Where's the entrance there? So what I'd probably do is spin that around. Maybe have it coming off of this road here. something like that, I think it'd be fine. But yeah, I've got a few trees to at least get rid of first of all. In that corner. So that's probably going to be there. Might be able to squeeze another little factory or something down this corner. Not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see once planters is in. So does the shelves act as storage when it's full? Yep. So what you'll find, let me, I don't show you a sec. So obviously here's mine. I haven't actually got any overlapping the triggers on here, but obviously these are just part full. There we go. So I knew the strawberry ones were full. What they'll do, the first 3, 6, 9, 18 pallets will spawn out onto the shelves themselves. After that, what you'll find is it'll actually store it inside. And if I bring this up, so obviously with this rack itself, it's only strawberries gone into this, but obviously I've got 11 additional pallets, or 11, almost 11,000 litres in that storage as well. So obviously once you start pulling these pallets out of there, actually I'll take one out just to show you, what should actually start happening is one of the pallets from inside should start spawning back out. Maybe, hopefully. Who wants bet has now buggered that up. There we go, so there's one. They're a little bit slow. 2, and then 3. And then what you can actually
That's
do with...
strawberry?
That's strawberries, yeah.
I didn't think I thought we were, well, maybe I did.
Yep. Yeah, so I've got the tomatoes there. They're actually now working perfectly. So obviously you got, same again there. There's going to be 18 pallets on the outside, and then on the inside you'll have more. And obviously once you start pulling these out, they'll start reloading more on the shelves, depending on what you've got stored up basically. What you could actually do is just set it to distribute from there, and it'll go straight to wherever it needs to, or sell it if you wanted to, and just keep the ones that's out for your factories where you can come along with, say, an auto-load trailer, pick them straight off and drive off. I've done that a couple of times actually. It's kind of helpful. But yeah, no problem, buddy.
Yep, they will hold 100,000 extra pallets of each type, actually, if you wanted. Put them all
Yeah.
on one.
Yeah,
But I
so
separate them.
yeah, that's what I'm basically doing. Having one shelf for one product, it makes life a little bit easier. Yeah, right. So for it now, let's jump over and get this first battle done. So, oh, I did forget something. There we go. So we've got 20 units down. Thanks, guys, for that. Here we go. Fingers crossed. Oh, look at those numbers drop. Wow. What a team. Well done, guys. Congratulations. Wow. I did pretty well out of that, so that's cool. Aussie can get an op, he's getting a little extra something as well. Well done, guys. So this is going to be a bit of a hard one. Boss battle time. Heck. So if you want to join in, you're more than welcome to. The link is in chat now, so you can just click on that link, and then you can join in whenever you want to. Obviously, I've got a feeling we're going to need as many units down as possible. So we're going to go for that one right now. Obviously, we do have a couple of tries at least, so while you guys are placing down, I'll carry on over here. But obviously, if you've got any more questions, you're more than welcome to drop it in chat. Otherwise, we do have Mr. Dave coming on in a bit. And one thing I did do is, because I'm forever running out of water with these, I did drop down one of these little silos and they're automatically adding water, which is kind of cool. So each one is topped up. Nice. Right, so let's see. Let me see. So I've done that now. So I do have a new addition. Actually, I do need to finish liming that field in here. Yeah, so I traded up one of my tractors. It's one of my the little Massey Ferguson I had, and I've got this big blue beast. Obviously, I think there's a lot of people running John Deere at the minute, so I thought, well, there's nobody really got like New Holland and stuff. Why is that? So I thought I'd grab one of them. Just turn you off a minute because I cannot get into this thing. There we go. It's quite nice actually, tractor looking on the inside. Obviously this is this T7, and it's not bad actually. I'm liking it. I did add the additional scanners for precision farming onto it, so hopefully that's going to help. Hey, Surfing Cowboy, how you doing, buddy? And a couple of new additions are also changed my seeder, as I mentioned the other day, to the same one that Dave's basically running. It's nice little seeder actually. That I like it, the Burgo. I also went and got the Kenzie. Both of these are direct seeders, so don't need to worry about cultivating or anything before it. I also invested in one of these guys. I got rid of the one I had, the little pull behind, and just grabbed one of these. It's kind of nice. So that's for my liquid fertilizer spraying. So let's see if this works without, should do anyway, the scanner being attached. But as always, I do need to get my other truck down with some lime. So let's get this filled up first of all. And the field I'm going to be doing, I will show you in just a sec. I think that's about right. It's going to be 71. It's this one right here. It's literally just been sown, so hopefully I can get this all sorted out quickly. Doing pretty good. Good, glad to hear it. So you got a question. How do the crop sensors work? My game says press Alt B to turn on, but nothing turns on. Okay, so with the crop sensor, it will turn on if you got it attached. So let me grab mine a sec on the other tractor. It'd be probably easier because I'm not going to take it with me this time around. So let me open that up. Also, if you look at the icon as well, what it will do is it will turn on the sensor once it's up. It can be folded and unfolded, I've found. So Alt B. So obviously, as you can see now, it's actually turned blue. That means it's actually active. So as you're going down a field, it should be scanning that field. So it needs to, so it can apply the right lime and fertilizer and stuff and seed. Also, you can unfold it as well. I don't think it actually makes much difference if it's folded or unfolded, to be honest. But yeah, that's what it should do, from what I understand.
Doesn't seem to have any visuals on it.
No. Obviously, I don't know
I
if
thought
there's...
there would be like flash or something.
Yeah, or like a little light or something. But yeah, it doesn't really seem to have anything.
No, select it. Make sure it's selected. If you have the sprayer on there, make sure you have the front item selected.
Yep, actually, let me just check something a minute. Yeah, you can even drop it off and it's still active, which is really strange. Alt B. Let me go into the tractor a sec. You can actually be in the tractor as well. Obviously, one thing I did notice when I had the, I think it was a lime spreader on the back, it kept activating the spreader, but not the sensor. But yeah, you could, as long as you got either the tractor active or turned on, you can actually turn the sensor on. So yeah, It's a strange one. I'm not sure. Do you have the sensors on the tractor? As in mounted to the. Hang on, I'll show you. Because I actually added it to this guy here. So on your vehicles, you can actually add sensors, and they'll basically end up popping on here, the mirrors. It's a modded tractor. Okay. Not sure why that is. But yeah, check your key bindings as well. I know I had to reset mine the other day. It could be that. Which is a very strange one. The front is selected and it won't turn on. Yeah. Obviously it's the left alt button in the B key for Bravo. Obviously if you've got anything else attached, say like a sprayer on the back or a spreader, maybe detach that first and then try to turn it on. Obviously B for obviously a lot of things like is for turning like your spreaders on, so that's probably why they did Alt B, just so it's different. But obviously you can change that as well if you wanted to anything that you wanted. And let's see how it's gone. I'm hoping it's not started growing yet, but it has. Bother. Oh well. Hopefully it's not too late. Let's give this a try. Ah, good. Good. Cool. So I don't need the F1 menu open. It seems to be scanning. So from what I understand, there's two forms of scanning that the precision farming does. One is obviously is an active scan, and then you got a passive one. And obviously the passive one is where it adds, you have the sensors attached to the tractors like this one is. I'm not sure what the difference is between them, to be honest, because nothing's actually showing it on my menu down at the bottom, or the what you got, the map at the minute. See what difference that's actually making. So that's going to be pH. So and obviously what I'm aiming for is to try and get it all into the green. Also, I'm going to probably have to do a second run on there and along the bottom here. I think I'll get away with that. It's only sugarcane. Obviously, you get a pretty good yield off your sugarcane. So I have to try turn on before attaching. Yeah. You did Control Alt B. Yeah, obviously you could try anything. Maybe just obviously look at what's currently being used and maybe just change it to what you've got. Obviously like a combination of three, if you can do three, that'd be cool. And Not So Grumpy Dwarf, how are you doing today, buddy? How's work for you? And I need... Where the heck are you? No, it's not you, it's not you. I bet you're in here somewhere. I know you were here earlier. Are you not showing up now? Oh, there he is. Good. But yeah, at some point I do want to purchase the Homer myself. This is just a rented one, as it is a pretty decent vehicle for moving your seed and fertilizer and lime around. Just smashing on an omelette. Cool. Nice. Now, do you have just plain omelettes, or do you throw bits and pieces in with it? I kind of like a tuna omelette. It's quite nice. Just a bit of cheese. Cool. Yeah, sometimes have cheese and ham. Maybe throw a tomato or two in there as well. Wow, my crops are really coming on. I only planted them like yesterday or the day before. Can't remember. Oh. But yeah, I'm kind of actually now considering I've got to that point. Maybe activating seasons and see the difference now. But obviously, one thing I do need to do is obviously, or want to do, is get all of the fields harvested, get my vineyards finished off, obviously harvested and stuff first, before doing any of that. A strong cheddar, oh nice. Yeah, I don't really do modding on my streams. It's more gameplay because obviously I do a lot of modding when I'm off camera. So it's kind of like a nice break, to be honest, doing a bit of streaming for me. And Green Thumb Farmer, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I couldn't go through a couple of hours with you guys doing modding, I don't think. It's kind of a... It was one of those things where I definitely need all my screens, and obviously if I had multiple programs running, I'm not sure how I'd get on with chat and stuff. Right, there we go. Who knows, maybe one day I'll do a modding stream to show you sort of maybe converting one of the buildings over from 19. To be honest, it is pretty simple. Just got to know where to look for your files in 22. Obviously, if they're not there, to find them in 19 and maybe put them in the actual. Oh, you sausage! Mod folder itself. I know Mr. Boomhauer's been doing a lot of converting mods over. And Neil, thank you very much for the tier 1 subscription to Not So Grumpy. Thank you, buddy. Nice little gift there. Record them and stick on music. I could do actually. I could do. Might try that one day and see. But yeah, I tend to have all three of my monitors running with something different on each. Makes life a lot easier. But I have noticed recently, I think I'm going to definitely get a better third monitor. But I'll get there eventually. There we go. There we go. Right, so I'll go around the outside first of all. The nice thing is the
Remember
camera.
when it was when he just had a laptop?
I
Now
know.
he wants a third monitor.
And then I'll be wanting a fourth and a fifth.
By the
Yeah,
time
no.
he gets to how long I've been doing this, he will have 5 just like me. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
I'll probably have an entire library of monitors. But
It
yeah,
does help when you're doing a lot of stuff, doesn't it?
it does a heck of a lot. Because obviously one of the things when I first started doing the conversions, I was opening up obviously the 19 model in Giants Editor for 19, getting the
Mm-hmm.
information I needed, and then I was going into the 22 version, trying to find the right thing. But at least as I've gone on, I've now realised if I have both 19 and 22 versions open, it's so much easier. But yeah, it is a lot of hard work. Obviously, once you get into knowing what you to look for, what you can keep, what you don't really need, to be honest, it's literally
Right.
pretty simple. I was just gonna say, yeah, yeah. So for any of you guys who weren't aware, yes, I started on a laptop initially. When I was playing PV County, it was a little i3 laptop basically. And thanks to obviously Mr. Reaper, Master 86U, aka Randy, and the rest of you guys out there, you all chipped in and were actually able to get me a decent computer set up. So hence why I'm here today still. And obviously I've now progressed to streaming and helping Dave out with getting stuff converted and yeah, all that fun stuff.
Doing a great job.
Dave, are you on a cell phone or did you get a new mic?
Neither.
No, it sounds fine to me.
That sounds like something SGA's favorite target would say.
Yep.
And I didn't even have to look because he's the one that always has sound issues.
I know.
I didn't even look before I looked over to see if it was Michael.
Oh. Yeah, have you recovered from yesterday, Michael, by the way, in my emote chats that I was sending you? So just so you know, Michael likes messaging me on not Discord, on Facebook a lot. And yesterday I just decided to start replying to him with emotes, random emote pictures and stuff. It was quite funny. Dave does sound a bit different. Strange.
Stressed out, maybe?
Yeah, maybe a bit stressed. Maybe. Yeah, not sure why that is. Alright, so I need that there, I think will be fine. One thing I have noticed over the last couple of days, I'm sort of free farming, I suppose is the best way to put it. So rather than using like my guidance steering and stuff, I'm trying to do it without it, just to see how I get on. And
Mm-hmm.
overall, I'm doing pretty well, I think. Leaving a little bit of a overhang, which is kind of nice. So, oh, excuse me. But yeah, getting used to it a little bit more. Not sure how I'm going to be with combine. I think that's definitely going to need my guidance
Right.
steering. But yeah, seeding wise and all that, rolling, it's all been freehand. There we go. So you're rubbing off even more. It's terrible. There we go. It's like an old radio speaker. Well, Dave is getting on a bit, so. Did I really say that was terrible? I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm an old radio speaker.
Yeah, to be honest, you don't sound any different to me, but I don't know, maybe it's just the coming through on my Discord
It
slightly
could be
different.
that.
I know
I wouldn't
X-Man
be.
always sounds very strange when he's on his phone.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. But I really hope next season for crops it's going to be less used. There we go. What did he say anyway, out of curiosity? To get blocked. Oh dear. Oh yeah. Mr. Impact, can you check that all the juices are in your storage warehouse? Cause Grumpy Dwarf Gaming was trying to get what I think was it cherry or something juice added or loaded into it and it wouldn't take. So I think there might have been one or two missing. Come on. No, I was gonna miss that bit in it. Still registered as being good. One nice thing, obviously, with precision farming, even though you may miss parts, it's still registering it as being fertilized, which is nice, or limed and whatever. So good. I just wish it'd go through less freaking lime. Yeah, so getting that other stone crusher in is gonna help. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Pompies, I need to shut the curtains a sec because the sun's beating on this side. Hang on. That's better. Yeah, how you doing, Pompies? It takes. I've added a cherry. That's it, cherry. Actually, that's probably more the cherry pallet output capacity. Thinking about it. Where are you? Yeah, I remember you saying that now. My bad. I get a warning on carbonate. What's just out of curiosity? What's carbonate?
The calcium carbonate?
Well, he's trying to put it into the warehouse, but that's a loose product.
That's a loose product.
Yeah, that's more. I don't know if is that set up to go into the silos or not. I know obviously Darius's or X-Man's bulk storage will should take that. Oh, I misspelled it or something. Checking it now. Okay. I didn't think loose products could go into that one. Okay. Interesting. Does anyone know whether the man truck with tip bed was brought over? Are you on about the one that was in like County and Uncharted? The I can't think of how it's pronounced. Manzed Zulu or something?
Zermanaz.
There, that thing.
Something like that.
Because if it is, yes, somebody has converted it.
Saw it a big man truck package right up on.
Yeah, it had
Giant.
a 3-pointer at the front. Yeah, I've seen that truck with the trailer on Farming Simulator 22mod.com. Whether it's got the attacher on the front is another question. I'm not sure. I never actually downloaded it to see. I have reached the maximum production points reached on Uncharted. Ooh. Have you got the limit
Do
breaker?
you have the limit breaker in there? Because that's what breaks it.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't have 2 limit breakers in there, because
Hey, Farmer Marks. How you doing?
the second one may override the first. You only need our limit breaker.
Yeah.
Make sure it's active. And that should not have
it's empty, that's why.
and unless you have 1,000 productions on your map already,
Let's go get this refilled.
then you
And for anybody just joining in or tuning in as well, there is an update for WolfCreek ready to download. It's only going to be the map, but it's going to have an update for the limit breaker as well. Obviously, Dave's finally, with a little help from Thunder, been able to break the field type limits. Obviously, up until last night, there was like 255 limitation, which is now boom out the window. Thanks to Mr. Thunder out there. Yeah, that's something else to be quite nice. Is obviously a trailer that has like a forklift that attaches to the back. Quite nice as well. Yeah. I haven't seen anything as yet. And thinking about it. Thank you for reminding me. I wanted to check something. Okay, yeah. That's kind of similar to the forklift that gets attached to the back of some of those trailers. I'm kind of wondering if something like that could actually be attached to the that truck that you're running, Grumpy. I'm not sure, depending on what collisions are there and not. Yep, well, hopefully the sky's the limits. Personally, I'm aiming for space and like new planets. But But yes, if you guys obviously, hopefully you're going to stick around for a bit longer. What we're aiming to try and do is set up a donation to Thunder via obviously Dave's PayPal link that he's got. Thank you, dear. Fresh drink coming in the door, nice one. So if anybody wanted to donate to Thunder, you're more than welcome to. Hopefully Dave's got all that set up.
I
Whether it's going to be
think
today, I
I know
don't know.
Boom did last night.
Yeah.
But I think I got him still
Obviously,
in
he
there. I
does have
haven't
like
checked.
half an hour to get it all set up. So if anybody
Oh,
wanted to show
trust
any
me, I'm not there.
appreciation, you're more than welcome to. Oh, bless.
Half hour.
Oh, cripes, I'm
I'll
going the
give
wrong way.
you.
But yeah, Thunder has been a big, huge help for quite a few years now. If it wasn't for him, obviously we wouldn't have had like the rocky fields on Uncharted. Obviously we wouldn't have these limit breaks being created for 22. Obviously I know Dave's sort of taken the ones from 19, tweaked them a bit here and there, a bit there, to make them work. But obviously if it wasn't for him, we would be basically starting on a new map in the next week or two. And obviously Shy Wizard, yeah, can't forget him. Obviously he's doing an amazing job with helping out with getting some visuals into the map. Obviously he did a little bit of work on the Frito-Lay factory for me, which was absolutely amazing. He's done a lot of work with Dave, and I can't remember which one I want. That one, there we go. But yeah, that's another behind the scenes modder that we've got. Both amazing people. If it wasn't for them, we'd definitely be probably up Pooh Creek without a paddle. There we go. Shy was just changed his name to Lightning because him and Thunder. Yeah, exactly.
That would have been funny.
Yeah,
But
bless him. But yeah, he does work as well. I think Thunder does as well. So any time that they can put in to help out is absolutely amazing. You only have Dave's limit breaking. Is
how
that the
many
latest one?
productions? It should be working.
Yeah, I've got quite a few down myself, and not come up with any issues yet. Yeah, how
I mean,
many?
I am over 100,
Um,
and it breaks it to 1,000. I would delete it and
yeah,
re-download it. It should be working fine if it's activated.
yeah, because you can see all what I've got. All basically, I've got a lot of storages as well placed down around where the greenhouses. Obviously, they add to that. It's quite a few, to be honest. And as yet, I haven't had any. Oh, excuse me, warnings come up for a production limit, so it's an interesting one. But yeah, like Dave says, maybe try deleting it, download a fresh copy of that, and go from there. Would that? No, I was going to say, would that conflict with anything within the map itself on JD's side? I don't
Oh,
think it
he's
would.
on JD's.
Yeah, because he's on Uncharted.
It shouldn't have any issue with the limit
Um,
breaker.
you
Um,
you. Let me just see
you
something.
have reached the maximum number of productions, it says. No, we're not going to be able to do the
This
fruit
one.
type limit. Or the maximum number of products.
It says production points, so I'd imagine that's the factories being
That would
placed
be
down.
production point.
Yeah.
It should be working just fine. Are you using the limit breaker from before or the new one?
Yeah, have you had any luck with the fruit type limits yet?
No, we're not going to be able to do that. It's the same
No.
problems before.
Oh, typical. Right, so this Stream Raider's ready, so let's jump over there and get this battle done and dusted. We can get at least one more in before the end of today. So we have 15 units down. So good luck, guys. Here we go. Fingers and toes and everything are crossed. So you got the new one of you. Okay.
I don't know. It's working, as I could tell.
Alrighty. And
I would
congratulations,
try
guys. You're
downloading the
superstars.
new one again.
And Aussie Kangaroo, or Kanga, sorry, my bad, and Oppie's both getting a little something like that. Well done, all of you guys. Ooh. And another boss defeated. Yay. So let's get these collected quickly. Come on. Da-da-da-da-da. There we go.
How many productions you have on your map?
There we go. So the last one, it's going to be a nice easy one to finish off the week and the stream, obviously. So let's get somebody placed down. Let's go over this guy first of all. I think we'll start over this end this time and try and work up another round. So if you guys want to join in, links in chat. Obviously, once this is done, it's going to be this for today, and obviously it'll be time to go over and see what Mr. Dave's up to. Well, for now, I just need to check through my fields. That's doing fine. My peanuts are actually growing, so I really need to get the factory down at some point. Actually, how much was that anyway? Because I could actually go through, maybe clear that area. Oh, I don't want to do that. Why do I keep hitting the wardrobe for? Right, so peanut factory is
You know, I am
446.
curious.
Just got enough. What?
I am curious if he could have possibly hit 1,000.
Ooh, that'd be kind of interesting.
I mean, I could see some of you crazy people getting to 1,000 already.
Do the shelves actually?
That's because it's called calcium carbonate. It's not misspelled in the map. It's C for short for calcium and carbonate afterwards. That's the fill type
Yeah.
name. It's been that way forever. Rather than spelling out all calcium and carbonate,
Yeah.
we abbreviated.
Just see carbonate. Yeah. Bu- bu-
Which I did a big research the other day on lime calcium carbonate. You know, calcium carbonate is a form of lime, but
Yep.
it's weaker. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many. Yeah, gypsum is sulfate, and actually can. They're all used to treat fields. I wish we could expand precision farming to
Yeah.
use gypsum on the fields too,
Fine. That'd
which
be
would
kind of cool.
basically, I think it massively reduces your alkalinity or
Lots
something
of
like that.
houses as well also count as productions. Yeah. What you could always try and do.
Houses count as productions. You could go in. If I were you, I'd open up your limit breaker. There's a line in there: maximum number of productions equals, and it's set to 1,000, which I didn't think anybody could possibly get to this early.
No. There's
I
always
mean,
something.
I'm
What?
at maybe 140.
Yeah. What you could also try and do, if it's the smaller houses that you've got, these little ones here, you could maybe try and replace a few with some of the bigger buildings,
Yeah,
and
but
try
the
that.
big question is he over 60? Are you
Yeah.
over 60? I would start counting them and see if you're over in your menu, in your production menu, and see if you're over
Fine.
60.
Just checking. And Silas Major, thank you very much for the 6 months resub. How are you doing, buddy? Ooh, I got some oats ready. Cool. I can postpone doing my grapes a bit longer. Right, so let's get them harvested quickly. And I did get the train sorted out as well. So if anybody wants to remove the last 2 cars, oh heck, I'm more than welcome to go through, or maybe Dave can show you later. Oh, that's interesting. That's loam.
Wouldn't put it past some
Loamy sand.
people to possibly be
Oh.
at 1,000, but man, that'd be crazy.
Yep.
At
Yep.
this point,
Right, so
they
let's
must.
grab a
I
combine.
could see it if you're running all solar panels and windmills and
Hey, Prom, how you doing,
have
buddy?
10,000 houses and blah yada yada.
Hmm.
But man,
Yeah, obviously the houses, if you've got a lot placed down, that is probably going to take up a lot of lines, I suppose is the best way to put it, isn't it?
yeah, but 1,000,
Yeah.
you'd have to. 1,000's a high number
Yeah.
for factories. I didn't think. I mean, I could see it maybe possibly in the near future. I could easily up the limit to 2,000. But man, if you've got 1,000 right now, you may have a problem.
Yeah.
But the shelves, add a lot
Okay.
because that's like I got probably 30 shelf units down. That you know what I mean? And then you got the houses
Oh, I need to do my horses at some point. Let me
and
drop
all
them
that stuff. All right, what time is it? I got to get the software
there. Yep,
running over
you
here.
have just
I
over
got some
25
time.
minutes. Yep.
Yes, just enough time to.
Obviously, at some point, I do want to replace some of these other buildings along this stretch here, just behind me, with some of the taller ones. Oh, I think it would look kind of nice with all slightly bigger apartment blocks going along there. And I wanted to go over that one, so let's cut through here a sec. We can start on this side of the field instead. Alright, stop you there. So yeah, I do still have some John Deere, guys. Obviously, I know a lot of you guys have seen me commenting in people's streams about being too much green, but I thought, to be honest, it is a nice combine. I don't really want to change it up
All right,
yet.
back in a few minutes.
Oh, okie dokie. And I don't think I really want to go for an ideal combine yet. I used it a lot in 19. I'm kind of sick of it, to be honest. So obviously that's the one I've got at the minute is the X9. So I'll probably end up going to obviously the class Lexian next. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Obviously I'm going to keep an eye out on what's on the in-game mod hub and go from there. Ba -ba -ba -bam. Did Dave sort out? Yes, he now has updated the limit break mod as well as the map, which is on the mod folder switcher right now, ready for downloading. So we can actually now carry on as we were before with getting more products into the map. We don't need to worry about removing anything, which is kind of cool. Finally got that sorted out yesterday. Obviously, Mr. Thunder, for you guys who know who that is, obviously he's been in contact with Dave, given him. It's literally a simple little line to change. But for any of you guys who were wondering, obviously yesterday when we were in Discord, Dave was in and out of his game, constantly trying to get this thing to work. He was just having so many issues, it just was not taken. It turned out he actually had a zipped up copy of the map in his folder at the same time as his unzipped version that he was editing, and obviously it was overwriting it. So obviously if you guys are doing any editing, make sure to take it out, the zipped version of that mod from the folder, and then just run it from the unzipped version. Otherwise you will probably find you're loading the wrong one in. Yeah, so it would have literally taken them maybe 10 minutes. It was like 4 hours or something yesterday, going in and out, trying to get this thing to work. But yeah, he broke the limits. How you doing, Welsh Wizzy? What have you missed? So yeah, just a quick recap. We don't need to worry too much on removing anything. Obviously, I know on Dave's stream on Wednesday, he's mentioned that he's going to have to take out a lot of stuff. Basically, that's no longer needed. We've actually been able to break the limits, and we can now carry on with getting more products in for you guys to all the maps. Obviously, at some point, JD and NBC are going to have to obviously update their maps to add in the new limit break mod if it's not been done already. And then obviously tomorrow is going to be a normal update as normal, coming out with some more factories and such. Also, we're going to have at the minute, obviously I've worked on this new stone crusher that I showed off on Wednesday. Obviously I was able to separate the spawn trigger for the rock, or the stone should say, rock, wrong, yeah, rock. And what you're going to be able to do is, with that, it's basically its own factory. You add diesel, you get your rock out. You take the rock pallets, which are the same as what's in 19. If any of you guys played County and Uncharted, there's those big round ball things. They're going to be coming back. You take that over to the stone crusher, which then produces your limestone, your lime, calcium carbonate, and all that gypsum. But obviously, it's going to be a higher amount coming out of it. And then from there, you can then sell the products if you want to. Obviously, one thing I would say is the lime in particular. Obviously, if for you guys who run precision farming, you are going to need to stock up. Obviously, I know Dave mentioned the other day that he's gone through a heck of a lot of lime on his fields. Obviously, the fields I've got at the minute, I've gone through a heck of a lot. I actually think I ended up buying a fair bit in my silos that I've got, just to get the fields done. It's kind of like, wow, how much does this field really want? It's like if you were watching a little while ago, I was doing field 71, I stopped quite a few times really refilling. It's kind of a nightmare to be honest, but it's nice though. So I'm kind of obviously hoping next season, once the harvests are all done and I'm re-sowing the fields and such, it's going to obviously need less and less as we go through. So yeah, great fun and games. The sky, space, whatever is the limits now. And I'd imagine at some point Dave will probably end up looking at it on his downtimes is creating another map. Who knows, we'll see. I still like the idea of maybe that 16x map that you guys were chatting about in his stream on Wednesday, where you got like little areas of mining, flat areas, hilly areas, forestries. So a little bit of everything and anything, and also the addition of maybe having the factories placed down. That'd be kind of nice already. Also being able to sell them and the buildings and turn it into a little something of your own. Also, like Dave, I'll be on here for quite a while, WolfCreek, going through, adding more. I've still got a lot of ideas wanting to do. Obviously, get the vineyards actually increased in their own little area. Not sure if I'm actually going to add coffee at this point yet, because obviously at the minute olives are being used, the grapes are being used, blueberries are being used. Obviously coffee, not so much. I might put them down, I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see when I get there first of all. And Welsh Wizzy, thank you very much for that ancient epic archer buddy. Much appreciated. So yeah, we've got 16 minutes remaining, or just over. And thankfully my internet seems to have been stable since that little glitch earlier, so it's good. Hashtag FS22 on the map, yeah. But yeah, it'd be nice to see what Dave does with regards to obviously the next map. because I'm kind of actually, from what he's been saying, obviously in his stream, I'm actually kind of getting almost middle of nowhere type feeling where there's lots of trees and such around, dirt roads. Obviously, you mentioned gravel roads as well, but like maybe like dirt roads going up and around the what do you call it, mountains and such. And obviously, that is one thing that's going to help reduce your frame rates as well. Obviously, where they're masking what's behind them, the occlusion culling is going to kick in. So it's literally only going to be that little area where you are is going to be loading in. That's kind of why I put up a lot of trees as well. If you guys have noticed around like where my farm is and where a lot of my buildings are, I put a lot of trees around. It helps to act as a barrier. Same with mountains and stuff, so that's kind of cool. Converted to... Ah, okay. Yep. And obviously there is placeable vineyards that you can use. Like Walsh Wizzy just popped there, or Wizzy should say. Obviously, if you know what you're looking for, you could actually take a modded vineyard, for instance, that's a placeable, and add like the coffee and blueberries if you wanted to cheat. It's actually more realistic doing it that way, to be honest, but obviously if you're going to play the game, why not just have it the way it's set up to be? And obviously with the additional option, if they can get it sorted out, is obviously having things like maple trees and apple trees and such on splines where you can actually place them down and produce a crop that way. It'd be kind of interesting to see if we can get that to work. I think that's maybe something for Mr. Shy Wizard, maybe Darius, or something to look into at some point. But one thing I was kind of wondering whether you could actually, say for instance, have the trees, and at the point where the trees are, have it also drop down a trigger for loading like your trailer or whatever. I'm not sure if it would work or not. That's the only thing. Over 100 productions. I have to delete some greenhouses. Ah, that'd be a shame. What you could always do, Pompey.
Over 100.
Yeah.
You're getting.
It sounds like the limit breaker
You
is
shouldn't be
working
getting
now.
that. The limit breaker sounds like might have
Or
one of the
conflict.
other limit breakers in there. Because ours is set to 1,000, and I have well over 100.
Is that the one off the website, Pompey's? Because Dave does have one up there.
Well, it should be the one that I updated.
But obviously, I think JD fan added it to the update version to the download link as well.
The one on the website has not been updated to the new one.
Yeah.
But it should still break that limit.
That's what I was thinking. That's a weird one. Yeah. Yeah, that's the biggest issue I have as well, Impact, is obviously when Dave's streaming and doing a lot of his modding, obviously it's late for me in the UK, and I know a lot of you guys out there tend to stay up quite late as well, but obviously it's 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, it's getting kind of for me. So obviously I'd like to, if I do have an idea, for instance, what you could always do is actually send it into Dave himself. I know he's got an idea of what he wants to maybe do with the next map when he makes a start of it. And obviously, going through the polls on Wednesday's stream, I think kind of confirmed a lot of what his ideas he wanted to add already which is kind of cool. With what everybody else wants. So like back in 15, I had to do that. Yeah. Actually, I can't remember. I never actually played. I don't think I ever played 15. That's the thing. I know I did 17 on the PlayStation. No, hang on. Was it 17? Briefly. Yeah, I think I did a couple months on the PlayStation, then ended up getting the PC version. And then 19 came out, and then it was just hooked. But I don't remember ever doing trees and stuff like that then. Weird. I'm hoping to get a decent, better crop than this off here. It's just a small field, so understandable. First harvest. But I'm getting a yellow, which is pretty low from what I understand. So download it again, have a what's going on Uncharted. Can we now have more crops as well with the limit breaker? So regarding the crops, not yet. Dave's still working on that.
We're not going.
But
Nope, we're not doing it. It's done.
if it was, yeah, obviously if it was added,
There
you'd
is
have
no
to
more
restart
crops.
completely. So any new crops are going to be for any new maps that Dave does.
There won't be any additional, most likely, because it's something hard coded in Giants.
All right, yeah. Well, that could be broken. Done it before. But yeah, obviously the biggest issue with adding crops
Don't
to
give false
existing.
hopes, Billy.
I know. Obviously, the biggest issue if Dave did add a new crop to any of the maps now, everyone would have to basically restart their save games. And no offense, but I've got so far, I really don't want to do that again. I did enough of that when we were doing the testing side of things. I really don't want to go back there. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who don't want to restart. So yeah, if Dave does get any additional crops, there will be for a new map, and he's already basically mentioned that. Right, I need. Let's grab me trailer. This guy. No, he's still turned on. Control Alt B. There we go. Oh, yeah, it helps if I turn you off. On, should say. All right, yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I can't remember if that was a mod or something where you could drive under the trees. But obviously, things like apple trees and nut trees, what you find in real life is they tend to get you. You drive up with like a shaker, for instance, which allows the crops to drop the fruits and that. So maybe something similar to that be quite nice. BK script small boxes. Yeah. Also, another option maybe is to have a just like a placeable version of the tree where it has like a little spawn trigger once. Obviously, once the tree is full of fruits, it spawns like a pallet at the bottom, for instance.
Yeah, we're
Obviously,
not going to do that either.
yeah. Obviously,
Only
that's
because that's
someone
why we
else.
went to the orchards. Because why would you? There's enough people using productions rather than needing to trim
Yeah,
trees to do what one orchard can.
exactly. But even if we can even get the trees onto a spine, that's a good start. I think that'd be kind of a nice idea. So that you can place them down. Maybe obviously space them out a little bit further apart, depending on the trees. But yeah,
Not on this map. It can't be. A lot of
not just
fruit
as a
types.
decoration to start off. Maybe might have to look into that. See how Darius did the fence panels and stuff. See if it can be done with maybe like a poplar, for instance. Because obviously they should be sort of really kept quite close together. Trying to place each individual one is kind of a nightmare. Right, you can stay there for the minute. Well, Speedy Gonzalez is out again. Yep. Sorry for the caps. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Farmer Andy in 19 had you put a box under the trees. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, if we can get it done on the like the spines, it would be quite nice. The way the vineyards are done. Obviously, next map though. Next map, just ideas. But what I might actually
Well,
do
next
is.
map, if it was to happen, every tree you put on there is a crop that comes off the field. That's the problem. That's
Yeah.
why I'm not even not even on my radar ever
No.
unless something happens, then it can come back on the radar.
Disposable. Okay, fine. Oh, out of curiosity, what's actually going to be happening with coffee? Because obviously currently we've got nowhere for it to go, have we?
It'll get there.
It'd be kind of nice to have a coffee house in here.
Yeah, it will.
Or,
It will. There's lots of things that'd be nice. It'll get there.
I don't know.
Time.
Even like a little place to grow something. Send you a message in Discord regarding yours. Alright, okay. I will have to have a look at that in a minute. Actually, can I quit while that's driving? Maybe. See what Dave says about that. Let me get to the end of here first of all. But that's not bad actually. Let me send that over. Copy that. So, where are you? Paste. That was sent by Green Thumb Farmer to me. Would anything like that be any good for WolfCreek? Mr. Dave.
Can't tell. It looks pretty cool. I can't tell what it is. It's small on that image, but it's definitely interesting. Only problem is, if that goes there, is that you have no idea how many more productions are coming in. It's just not gonna fit,
Yeah.
most likely.
Yeah, it's a pretty good idea though.
Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, if anybody's got any ideas on obviously what we're going on about on Wednesday, in obviously I know Viking Streaming's done a few ideas as well, which is possible. Obviously what I might do is just tweak them so obviously the spellings are corrected and such. Maybe load them in onto the actual PDA, see what they look like in game, see what Dave thinks about it. So, but if anyone's got any ideas, let us know as well on information cards, basically. But yeah, it looks not too bad actually. Oh, heck! No, no, you're not allowed to do anything. You okay, let me show you roughly what Green Thumb Farmer's done. It'll give you an idea. Let me find the right one. There's that. So if I bring over Discord, hang on. Let me make that bigger. So basically on around the map, what Dave's hoping, or was hoping, whether he still wants it or not, is basically something that's going to show the different tier factories. So obviously this is kind of hard to see. I wonder if I actually open the original. Let me copy image into here so we can actually zoom in a little bit. Paste that, expand canvas. So that's a little bit better. You can actually see all the different icons. So you can actually see the different like tier 1 stuff, what each factory takes and what the output is. That's actually not too bad. obviously tier 2, there's a heck of a lot more than just that on the tier 2s. The tier 3 Pepsi, yeah, that's not too bad. And then obviously you got the government building. So yeah, that is kind of what we're after. But obviously the biggest issue is space. But this is the sort of thing that we're after to go around the PDA for WolfCreek as well. So for instance, if I bring it up here and zoom out, so if I can get this to zoom further out, it might help. So yeah, so obviously as you can see, there's a big huge border going around the map. So this is where all the information would be for, mainly for new players coming in, trying to think, well, how do I do this? How do I do that? This is kind of like going to be like a bulletin board type thing going around the map. So rather than having to jump out, maybe go to a website and find the information there, it'd be in game initially. So that's the sort of thing we're kind of looking at for, yeah, like a reference type thing.
See, I wasn't planning on doing references to every product that goes in every factory, just the basic information that's needed. Because
Yeah.
there's no way you're going to get everything in there.
Oh, heck no. Right, let me get this guy going, first of all.
Because you got to realize we are a long way from being done.
Yep, and we've got 3 minutes remaining. So hopefully Mr. Dave's live.
3 minutes 37 seconds on the counter.
Coolio. So let's get this Stream Raiders battle done and dusted. Out of curiosity, where can people find that in the map if they wanted to maybe have a look at it? And does it actually show the border as well? The PDA.
What? Yeah, it has the empty border on it.
Yeah.
Map preview.
Oh, map preview. So if any guys want to have a try, yeah, have a look in the WolfCreek mod folder itself, and you should find the image there with the border. Maybe do something and maybe send it to either myself or Dave and see what we can do.
I still say it's way too easy. I mean, way too early for that stage, because we don't know what's gonna. It's just gonna have to be edited.
Just to get something for even if it's just a tier 1, tier 2, it can always be adapted later. I'm thinking for
I'm
the
still
higher
making
tiers.
some tier 1 and tier 2 stuff.
Exactly. Anyway,
so
congratulations, Aussie Kanga and Welsh Wizzy. And obviously, thank you each and every one of you guys for participating today. He's so hard to please, isn't he?
I am hard to please. I'm just trying to save everybody a lot of time.
So how much? Okay then, how much more tier 1 and tier 2 stuff is still to come? Especially
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Wherever we need to fill in the gaps, you just never know.
Yeah, and this is why I haven't done enough about it.
Tier 1 probably not as much as tier 2, because we added the vinegar factory and the pickle factory, which are more like tier 2 because they only produce one item each. But yeah. Am I being difficult?
Yes, you're being a pain in the butt, to be honest.
Okay.
But anyway, guys.
Exactly. I don't even know. I change what's going in the map on a daily basis.
Yeah. I don't know. You wonder why I get frustrated.
And you guys
haven't done anything to be honest. Now, for some weird reason, this is. Oh, there we go. It's now finally kicking in. Go on, Twitch. You know you want to. Let's refresh that again. It's not even showing me online on my Twitch, so this is going to be
Trust me, I've learned. Don't do anything that isn't finalized until it's finalized, or you're just going to be redoing it all again, and that time is of the essence.
My Twitch isn't in. Come on, let me start.
It makes the PDA clutter. Right. I just need to have basic information on there, not the whole darn map. That's the thing. And actually, I plan on probably redoing a lot of the icons with that basic information, and then just having on the map a chart of what maybe a picture of a labor guy that says equals 10 labor points, guy equals 5. This is, because you can't go into there and say, oh, this is made at these 3 buildings when I have like 5 more buildings that will probably
There
produce
we go.
community points already lined up from much, much later down the road. Time to go live.
Okie dokie. Right, so let me
Here we
mute
go.
you. Oh, there he is. Alright then, guys, thanks for coming out today. Obviously, sorry about any interruptions earlier. Obviously, what we're going to do is go over and see what Mr. Dave is up to today. So, obviously, I will be back on Friday. So, let me get this going. Let's see, slash raid dash net. And let's see what he's going to be doing today,
Hey
hey?
yo, how's everybody? Hello, we're here. Billy's coming over.
Yep, incoming.
Welcome. Scurvy Hyam just subscribed with a 20-month streak. 20 months.
Right, guys. Catch you guys later. Bye for now.
Wait a second, it almost was. Thanks, Scurvy, so much. It's almost. You got 4 months. It'll be 2 years in
Oh,
just
you
a few
almost.
months. Honda Teddy, Kevin, Billy Alpaca, thank you for the raid.
Ooh.
We could do like hamburger, cheeseburger, bacon cheeseburger.